Elon Musk is on a roll. From high-tech electric vehicles, high-speed internet satellites, all the way to humanoid robots. Things look pretty bright for the future because Elon Musk. But he's not stopping there. He's hungry to make more innovations to make the world much easier to live in. And this time, he's in talks of releasing a hypersonic jet. What are the jet specifications, and what can it really do for different than other planes? We don't want to keep you waiting, so let's get right into it. The CEO of SpaceX and Tesla, Elon Musk, admitted on Twitter that he's practically dying up till the point that he's making a supersonic jet. That's cool and all, but why does the world need another supersonic plane? We all know that Elon Musk is pretty focused on going green, considering the enormous amounts of fuel that a regular airplane use. Let's not talk about supersonic jet fuel consumption. Those airplanes use a ton of fuel and emit large amounts of carbon dioxide and smoke into the atmosphere, which is a big no-no for climate enthusiasts like Elon Musk. He's been trying to reduce emissions into the atmosphere ever since the development of his electrical vehicle lineup. He also vouched for a carbon tax to the Biden administration to reduce emissions to the atmosphere. Sadly, the bill was rejected, but his efforts won't stop there. He wants to produce an eco-friendly way of air transport that does not affect the climate and the environment negatively. So, what direction is he talking about? It's pretty Elon Musk of himself to do this, but he's thinking of releasing an electric hypersonic jet. Considering he got all the resources and the money, being the richest man in the world, it's safe to say that Elon Musk will go through with his plans to release an electric hypersonic jet. There's just one small problem that Elon Musk has to deal with as of now. He has all of his hands tied up with all his work he's doing, from announcements for the new electric vehicles to trying to supply resources and satellites to the Ukrainians. He's pretty busy. He's always been a busy man, able to take up intensive amounts of workload, but we seem to think that he's at his limit when it comes to the work that he can take on. In a tweet, he stated that adding more work will literally make his brain explode at this point. He also added a few comical firecracker emojis and as a brain to illustrate his points. After all, he's the pioneer of the electrical vehicle industry, the owner of one of the biggest space exploration companies, and the CEO of a brain interface company by the name of Neuralink. He has plenty to work on from all of his companies to keep himself busy around the clock. If we look back into the early days of 2018, while Elon Musk was smoking a blunt with Joe Rogan, he stated that he has a design for a plane in the works that he thought about for a long time. His idea doesn't seem known, and if we were to guess, he's been working on one for quite a while now. He's probably just pretending not to reveal what's right around the corner. It's classic Elon to be pulling our legs. Who knows? It might just be released tomorrow for all we know. He stated that in the Joe Rogan podcast that the trick to airplanes is that you have to transition it into a level flight. The thing you will normally use for a vertical takeoff, and landing is not so suitable for high-speed flights. Once at a proper height altitude, the energy that you can use to cruise is pretty low, and then you have to try to capture a part of the gravitational potential energy of the planet as you make your way down. Musk explained that in this way. You wouldn't need to reserve any fuel to make the flight a success. Musk stated that the electric airplane wasn't a necessary invention for the time. It seems like he's backtracking. He said that for now, electric cars are the priority. Solar energy is much more important, and the stationary storage of energy is also important. These things are much more important than creating an electric supersonic V2LL. Musk hasn't changed his mind ever since that revelation back in 2018, and considering his recent tweet, a VTOL plane might not be coming anytime soon. But then again, Musk has been pulling our legs since he's known to be a troll on the internet, but a lot has changed for his company ever since 2018, and that's putting it quite lightly. From kicking off the idea of space tourism, for real and mass manufacturing electric vehicles, to becoming the richest man in the world twice, it seems that Musk simply doesn't have the time for a jet. We're still gonna keep our fingers crossed. Click one of the 4 videos on the screen right now.